Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Minneapolis. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. And is a catch for Luther Burden. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, Chicago.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Bears.
On play action, Williams. The right side hauled in by Komet. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead right away. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. He's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Now give it to Mason. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. It's his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check. Warriors, Riggs. 19 tight, 19 Lion.
A give to Mason. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now pitch to Mason. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Another run for Mason. Oh, the football's loose. And the Bears have it. They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually not a loss to little ground, but they do gain possession of the football.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
The throw left side finds Burden. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They've got first down here from the 36. A give to Mixon up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Mixon gets it again on second down. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
Sometimes I just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Third down. Here's Williams. Has him on a quick hitter. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 7-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. And with less than a yard to go here, and they're leaving the offense out there. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
I think we are so preconditioned. When a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a first down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
First and 10. It's McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mason gets it from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here.
10 yards. The tackle made.
On the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Third down, here's Jones. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead.
First and 10
get what
at the
you need.
46-yard line.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Has a big strike to Addison. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings start to fight back with their first points of this game. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. And he does not tie this game. His extra points off. They remain down by 1.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Darius Davis to return it. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. First and 10 from the 32. Williams from the gun. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. He gets loose down the right side. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Makes the catch. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect for your teammates.
Here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead to 7. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
19.
Here's McCarthy to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Brought in, Ty Felton. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
13 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. New set of downs for them from the 31. There's McCarthy on first and 10. Locates Jefferson along the sideline. Complete.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Second down carry for Jones. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. He picks up 15 on the play. And that will set up first and goal.
Another Vikings first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throw out of the gun. And the defender comes away with it. Now he loses the ball. They got their own fumble. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Yeah, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time.
Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings earn the chance to tie before halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. To the outside. It's intercepted. So we'll get some extra help with that return. And after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. You can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Bears 14.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Fits it through the middle. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Vikings get there. They're going to win this one. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
Looking from the gun, Williams. Complete right side. Burton has it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
You know, they really love that play because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Hits him on the in route. And he's able to get this down to the 13. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Williams throwing on 4th. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Vikings make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
It's a turnover on downs.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All set now. 1st and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the football. Run it.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. He's back to throw. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
1st and 10. That's McCarthy. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
All set to go now from the 35. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go, set. Set Buffalo 18.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Completes downfield to Felton. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 22 out of that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 18 rattle. 18 rattle.
Back to the air, McCarthy. He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They give left side to Mason. And he's rerouting towards the middle. Only gets him a couple. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
McCarthy fires out wide. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. He's off to the races. The 40. And they're able to rip off a nice chunk there before the fumble return comes to an end.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for them.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. The QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 13-point lead. Mike Hurdon for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Vikings 28, Bears 14. Will Reichard to kick off.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
30-yard line.
Play action, McCarthy. Same guy, here's Hawkinson again. And he takes this in, touchdown Minnesota. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
35. Bears 14.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
On the return, here comes Davis. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Getting out to his left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying getting it to Colston Loveland. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On 4th down, it's Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Williams from the gun. He finds a Dunze downfield. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 39-yard gain on the play. And the Bears first down.
Looking inside the red zone. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready to run.
Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. He'll find ahead for a few. It's third down. So the hurry up here.
3-yard pickup. And it's
Third down. Here's Williams. He finds Odunze running the slant. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll throw for it. Pass brought in by Burton. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. 3 quarters in the books from this one. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Cairo Santos to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Mason trying left side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
First down, and they go right back to it. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings keep adding that fourth-quarter lead. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and the big chunk run follows.
Bears 21. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. This is complete. It's Davis. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good.
Williams to throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be first down Bears.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Check down into the hands of Swift. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards. So taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Finds Davis complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Bears first down.
First and 10, around to Nixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Working quickly here.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Williams will look to throw. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Bears 28. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Here we go, shot, go.
On the carry, it's Mason. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. The Bears decide to call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Okay, ready?
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. On play action now, McCarthy. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Running back sent in motion. 1st down throw by Williams. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. Finding his back. Nixon. Well, this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
39-yard line.
1st down, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Again, it's Williams. He's going to push one deep down the right. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
From the red zone now. That's in close. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game.
Bears 35.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kobe Bryant has it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. To throw, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it to Colston Loveland. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Williams to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Joe Mixon. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock. But that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like you could see that from the booth. This defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. A whole lot more active in their coverage. And somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you've got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
To the air yet again, Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
What is on?
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Broncos. This is out at least a few yards behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. Well, he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for the Bears.
Looking inside the red zone. Flush out now to his left. And this one does not go far. Offense up to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Following the penalty, Brock, an easier go now. 2nd down and just 2. Williams from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and 2, Williams. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. Maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
What is up? Filthy.
Running for it, Mixon. And he gets in, touchdown. The Bears parlay the interception into points. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
2-point conversion.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Santos lining up.
Now they'll try the extra point again. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good.
Makes the score Vikings 49, Bears 42. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mason. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. For the pace here as the clock continues to run.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd
and 2. McCarthy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he'd love to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll run for it with Mason. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2, and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 44-yard line.
I'll give it to Mason. It's going to be a win for the Vikings here today as they get the 1st down. They can take the clock down to 0 now.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you've thrown the coverage too many times, there are no interceptions.
That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
He's on a quick hitter. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just...
And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.